Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine, enjoying good health. Students, after passing the class 7th, now you are in the 8th standard and I am your maths teacher, Miss Jyoti Tandon. Students, I was thinking that we will meet in our classroom. In the new session, we will meet in our classroom, but as all of us know that again COVID-19 is increasing every day. And our government again ordered to close the schools till 15th of April. There is no offline classes. So again we are starting online classes and hope very soon we will meet in the classrooms. Today is our first day and first class of the new session. So now let's start our first chapter. Students, before starting chapter 1, I want to tell you about your maths textbook. So I want to show you the cover page of your maths book. This is the cover page of your maths book. Same which was last year. This one. This year, students, there is no change in the books. I will send you the pic of the cover page of this maths book and PDF of chapter 1 and also some notes of chapter 1 in the class WhatsApp group. You will write all these notes in your maths notebook. Okay students, so let us start our work. This is our first chapter, rational numbers. First I am showing you all the material written in the book. So come to our notes. I am explaining you these notes. Chapter 1, this is rational number. Date is 12th of April 2021. You will also write this chapter 1 and name of the chapter, that is rational numbers. So students, what is a rational number? What is the definition of rational number? Definition of rational number: a number of the form p upon q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal 0, is known as a rational number. For example, minus 5 upon 4, 2 upon 3, 0 upon 1, 4 upon 7, etc. are rational numbers. So students, those numbers which can be written in the form of p upon q. P means numerator, q means denominator. You write the numbers in numerator upon denominator in the fractional form. Those numbers are known as rational numbers. Rational numbers include natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and all negative and positive fractions. Q. Natural numbers are denoted by capital N, whole numbers are denoted by capital W, integers are denoted by capital Z, and all negative and positive fractions are denoted by capital Q. What are natural numbers, students? All of you have studied in class 6th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Again I am revising. What are natural numbers? Our counting numbers. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. These numbers are called as natural numbers. Counting numbers. When we start our counting numbers from 1, then these numbers are known as natural numbers. Whole numbers. If we start our counting numbers from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, then these numbers are known as whole numbers. What are integers? For all positive numbers and negative numbers are known as integers. That is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6. These again counting numbers. And on left hand side, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. These are known as integers. And all negative and positive fractions. In the rational number P upon Q, Q is not equal 0 because division by 0 is not defined. Students, if we write any number in the form, see 0 upon 1, it is equal 0. 0 upon 2, it is equal 0. We can write 0 upon 100 equal 0. 0 upon 1000 is equal 0. But if we write 1 upon 0, it is not possible because any number cannot be divided by 0. Okay. So in the rational number P upon Q, Q is not equal to 0 because division by 0 is not defined. Any natural number can be expressed as a rational number. For example, 2 is equal to upon 1. Any natural number can be expressed. Students, we can write any natural number in the form of rational number, that is numerator upon denominator, in the form of numerator upon denominator. 2 can be written 2 upon 1 as I told here. 0 can be written 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2. 2 can be written as 2 upon 1. 4 can be written as 4 upon 1. 100 can be written as 100 upon 1. Minus 100 can be written as minus 100 upon 1, which is a rational number. Clear? I hope up to here it is clear. Now properties of rational numbers. See once in a book. A number of the form. I have underlined these lines which you have to write, and I have written all these underlines as a note which you will write in the notebook, because after seeing these notes you will know how you have to write in your notebook. Otherwise you will not write in a proper manner. So students, write in the same way as I have written here. Now come to properties of rational number. Properties of rational numbers. These properties: closure property for addition, for subtraction. Closure property. Let A and B are any two rational numbers, then A, this is the star, A star B is also a rational number, where star represents the basic arithmetic operation. Basic arithmetic operation means plus, minus, multiply, divide. If we are adding, then we will put plus sign in place of a star. If we are subtracting, then we will place minus sign in place of this star. If we are multiplying, then we will write multiply. And if we are dividing, then we will write divide. See here, it will be more clear here. First is closure property for addition. For any two rational numbers A and B, A plus B also a rational number. If we take two rational numbers and if we add them, then their answer, when we add two numbers, then their answer is known as sum, S-U-M, sum. Then their sum is also a rational number. See, if we add, suppose we are adding 2 upon 3 plus 3 upon 4. Then LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. Now divide this 12 by 3. 3 4 ja 12. Then 4 2 ja 8. Plus divide this 12 by this 4. 4 3 ja 12. Then 3 multiply 3 9. 8 plus 9 17 upon 12. This 17 upon 12 is again a rational number. We are adding two rational number and their sum is also a rational number. So for any two rational numbers a and b, a plus b is also a rational number. Now second property is closure property for subtraction. For any two rational numbers a and b, a minus b also a rational number. Again, if we take same rational number, suppose this time we are subtracting 2 upon 3 from this 3 upon 4. Again LCM of 4 and 3 12. Divide this 12 by 4. 4 3 ja 12. 3 3 ja 9 minus 3 4 ja 12. 4 2 ja 8. 9 minus 8 is equal 1 upon 12. This 1 upon 12 is also a rational number. Now next is closure property for multiplication. For any two rational numbers a and b, a multiply b is also a rational number. If we multiply two rational number, suppose we are taking same rational number 3 upon 4 multiply 2 upon 3. 3 1 ja 3, 3 1 ja 3. It can be cancelled. 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4. Then 1 1 ja 1 upon 2 1 ja 2. When we multiply two rational number, these two numbers are rational number, and when we are multiplying these two rational number, then their product, when we multiply two number, then their answer is known as product. This is product. When we add two numbers, then their answer is known as sum. When we subtract two numbers, then their answer is known as difference. So when we multiply two rational number, then their product is also a rational number. Next is closure property for division. For any two rational numbers a and b, a divided by b or this a divided by b can be written as a upon b is not a rational number. A upon b is not a rational number. It means that rational numbers are closed under addition, subtraction and multiplication, whereas they are not closed under division. Clear? Then next property, second property is commutative property. What is commutative property? See, I have explained these four. This is closure property for addition, explanation and example for addition. Second is closure property for subtraction. This is again explanation and example. Next, closure property for multiplication. This is explanation and example. This is closure property for division. Again, this is explanation and example. See here. Let us take two rational numbers, say 4 upon 5 and 0. When we divide this 4 upon 5 by 0, 4 upon 5 divided by 0, it will be written as 4 upon 5 multiply by, this divide will change to multiply, and this 0 will be written as 1 upon 0. We will write reciprocal of 0. What is the reciprocal of 0? See students, what is reciprocal? We are writing suppose 2 upon 7. Then its reciprocal will be 7 upon 2. Reciprocal means opposite, ulta. 7 upon 2. If we are writing 3 upon 5, its reciprocal will be 5 upon 3. In the same way, if we are writing 0, then its reciprocal, it is 0 upon 1. Its reciprocal will be 1 upon 0. So, when 4 upon 5 is divided by 0, 4 upon 5, this divide sign will change to multiplication and this 0 will be written as 1 upon 0. Which it means 4 1 ja 4, 4 1 ja 4 upon 5 0 ja 0, which is not defined. I already told you that division by 0 is not defined. We cannot divide any number by 0. So Thus, closure property does not hold true for division of all rational number. For any two rational numbers a and b, a upon b is not a rational number. Clear this one? Up to here it is clear. Now second property, see in the book. Commutative property. What is commutative property? See, let a and b are any two rational numbers, then a star b, again a star b means any sign, plus minus divide multiply, is equal b star a, where star represents the basic arithmetic operation. Let us see. First, again commutative property for addition. For any two rational numbers a and b, a plus b is equal b plus a. Therefore, commutative property holds true for addition of rational number. It means, see students, a plus b is equal b plus a means if we are adding 2 upon 3 plus 3 upon 4 as we did here, this 2 upon 3 plus 3 upon 4. So, we can write it 3 upon 4 plus 2 upon 3. If we add 2 upon 3 plus 3 upon 4, then answer is, what is the answer we get here? 17 upon 12. This is 17 upon 12. And if we add 3 upon 4 plus 2 upon 3, we will get same answer. What we have done here, we have changed their orders. Here we are writing 2 upon 3 first and then 3 upon 4. Here we have changed the order. We are writing first 3 upon 4, then 2 upon 3. But their answer will be same. So, for any two rational numbers a and b, a plus b is equal b plus a. Now, come to commutative property for subtraction. For any two rational numbers a and b, a minus b is not equal b minus a. It means commutative property does not hold true for subtraction of rational number. Students, see here. Here we are subtracting 3 upon 4 minus 2 upon 3. We get 1 upon 12. But if we subtract this 3 upon 4 from 2 upon 3 like this, 2 upon 3 minus 3 upon 4. Again LCM 12, 3 4 ja 12, 4 2 ja 8, minus 4 3 ja 12, 3 3 ja 9. 8 minus 9, it will be minus 1 upon 12. And this is 1 upon 12. Both the answers are not same. This is positive 1 plus, this is negative minus 1. So, for subtraction, commutative property is not true. Means a minus b is not equal b minus a. Now, next is commutative property for multiplication. For any two rational numbers a and b, a multiply b is equal b multiply a. Therefore, commutative property holds true for multiplication of rational number. For example, see, if we are writing 2 upon 3 multiply 3 upon 4, it will be 3 1 ja 3, 3 1 ja 3, 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4, 1 1 ja 1 upon 2. And if we change the order, first we will write 3 upon 4, then 2 upon 3, same 3 1 ja 3, 3 1 ja 3, 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4. 1 1 ja 1 upon 2 1 ja 2. Both the answers are same. It means in multiplication, we can change the order. So, therefore, commutative property holds true for multiplication of rational numbers. Next, commutative property for division. For any two rational numbers a and b, a divided by b is not equal b minus a. Therefore, commutative property does not hold true for division of rational number, as we did in subtraction. See, for divide, if we write 2 upon 3 divided by 3 upon 4, it will be 2 upon 3 multiply 4 upon 3. 2 4 ja, no simplification is possible. So 2 4 ja 8 upon 3 3 ja 9. Here we have divided this 2 upon 3 by this 3 upon 4. If we divide this 3 upon 4 by 2 upon 3, now we are writing first this number. Then it will be 3 upon 4 multiply 3 upon 2. This 2 upon 3 will be written as 3 upon 2. It will be 3 3 ja 9 upon 4 2 ja 8. See, answer is changed. Here it is 8 upon 9. Here it is 9 upon 8. So A divided B is not equal B divided by A. It means for rational numbers, addition and multiplication are commutative, whereas subtraction and division are not commutative. Students, I think up to here all the matter should be clear to you. Today we will do only up to here. Two properties. Today I explained you two properties. First is closure property and second is commutative property. So if you feel any difficulty or any statement is not clear to you, then you are free to ask me. You send me message through WhatsApp. Then you can ask me that, ma'am, this point is not clear to me. I will explain you again. Okay? Students, this time you will complete your work every day. Do not leave any pending work. Otherwise, at the end, you face the problem. So, students, complete this work in the notebook. Have a good day. Thank you, students.